What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Now, today I'm gonna be coming back at y'all with another unboxing from very beautiful Vietnam, as you guys can tell by the background. Now, I did upload a video yesterday on the Lufthansa 787 in the 100-year anniversary. That video should be out by the time this video drops. So if you guys haven't already seen it, go ahead and check it out. But today, now, I'm not gonna lie, this video was kind of last minute. This video wasn't really planned until I got this model, and I'll explain why. Because I went shopping yesterday. After I made that Lufthansa video, I went shopping yesterday, and I looked up if there was any like hobby stores around my area, because I'm like close to downtown Saigon, and I saw this store called Diecast Model Store, Toy Zone, and I was like, it was a good probably 10-minute drive from my hotel. So I decided to go over there, and I picked up the Vietjet Air A320. Now this is not like a Gemini Jets. I think this is the same brand as the ANA A380 that I did a video on about a month and a half ago. So if you guys haven't seen that video, go ahead and check that video out as well. I did a comparison with Gemini Jets, but I bought that one off of Amazon. This one, they had a pretty nice selection. Unfortunately, I did not take a picture. Now that I think about it, I should have. But I decided to pick up a Vietjet Air. It was actually between this and the Vietnam 787. But I was like, I already have Vietnam Airlines, and I already have Bamboo, which I did videos on both of those. And I guess this Vietjet Air will complete the fleet, because Vietnam, I think they only have 3 carriers. I could be missing one. They probably have 4. I think they have 4 or 5, now that I think about it. Yeah, so it's Vietnam, obviously. It's Bamboo, it's Vietjet Air, it's Viet Travel, which is one that you really don't hear about. It's more domestic, if anything. And then there's a Vasco, I think is how you say it. I'll put the name up here, but I think it's called Vasco, but they fly the ATRs, which I actually did see a few yesterday. So anyways, back to the video. Yeah, like I said, this video is kind of last minute, so that's why you can tell by the background. But nevertheless, I'm excited to get into this, because this is something that is different from what I usually record, like Phoenix models or Gemini Jets. But without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right into this video. So as you guys can see, the box is very different. It's by a company called EverFly. It's like the A380 box that I did a video on for the ANA. Just the open window concept, and then the Airbus logo, Boeing logo. It says aircraft model. It says, I'm not gonna lie, my Vietnamese, I am Vietnamese, it's crazy, but there's only certain things that I can read, and I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I'm not gonna read that. But it says aircraft model, and then you can just translate it from there. Vietjet Air, like I said, I was deciding between this one and the Vietnam 787, but I ultimately went with this one. And then here is the back of the box. It says die-cast aircraft model made by metal without battery, for display only, not for children under 14 years. And it says the same thing in Vietnamese on the other side. And then it has all the airlines. I'm assuming that these are the airlines that this company makes. I did actually see a few. I saw let's see, I saw Korean Air, I saw Jetstar, I saw Eva Air, I saw Emirates, I saw Cathay Pacific, I saw Vietnam Airlines, I saw Tiger Air as well, and I saw Singapore. So those are like the planes that I saw on display, that are like from the back of this box. But all the other ones I haven't seen. But nevertheless, still super excited to get into this unboxing. There's really nothing on the sides here. It's a little diagram. Let's see, so it just shows the model plus the stand, and it just goes for display. It says scale 1/200 to 1/400. This model is pretty big. So I'm assuming it's like close to 1/200 scale. But once I unbox it, you guys can determine that for yourselves. So let's just go ahead and open it real quick. Boom, right there. And it comes with the detachable landing gear. So just take off that tray. And then just take it out the wrapper. Oops. So here it is so far without the landing gear, and these little studs are for the landing gear. Comes with the set of landing gear right here. So like I said, not your typical Gemini jets or anything, but still a very, you know, I wanted to get this as like a souvenir from Vietnam. And the crazy thing is, here's the stand. Crazy thing is, I'm actually going back to Vietnam this June. So I'm going home in a few days, and then fast forward like 3 months, I'm coming back over here. So I'm not gonna be home in the US for long. So if anything, there might be another video. But let's go ahead and assemble the stand real quick. And then, okay. The stand is what I always struggle with. There we go. Just slide it in there like that. And then let's go ahead and attach the landing gear. I was honestly gonna wait till we go back, till I go back home to the US to do this video. But I was like, you know what? I low-key want to get it out the way. And I'm also super excited to do a video, another video in Vietnam for you guys, so you guys get 2. So, yeah. Let's just go ahead and attach the landing gear. Nope. Oh, shoot. Sorry. That was a front gear. I only knew that because of this piece right here. It feels a little loose, but that's okay, because I'm gonna need it to come off after this video. So I'm gonna try to be very careful with the gear. Okay, I'm trying to straighten it right here. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna try not to like knock the model. There we go. There it is with the landing gear. Obviously it's not gonna be in my airport. I'm probably, when I get back home, I'm probably gonna order the Gemini jets or the Phoenix version of this model so I could be in my airport. But this is more so display. So if I do a collection video, this is definitely gonna be in that video. But there it is on the stand. And you guys know the drill. Let me go ahead and take it off my tripod and we will get into the review. All right, so hopping right into the review of this aircraft. We're gonna start off at the front. Got the iconic A320 cockpit windows right there. Got the Vietnamese flag. Got the front emergency exit door, says Airbus A320. Got the Vietjet livery with the yellow and red stripes. It says VietjetAir.com right there. And you got the front landing gears, and you got the rear landing gears, and then you got the engine is pretty cool. It's red engines, and then the star to represent the flag. And then moving along, registration is going to be A668. Got the back emergency exit door, and then VietjetAir.com. So this is more like the cheap, this on the cheaper side. So obviously there's not going to be that much detail. If anything, I got this model for like $10. So still a pretty good deal if you think about it. But then you flip to the other side, same thing basically on the other side. Front, if my camera will focus, front cockpit windows right there. Try not to tilt the camera so much. The Vietnam flag. Sorry, it's kind of hard to control this. Vietnam flag, Airbus A320 next to the front emergency exit door. This side, it says serve more, fly more. Got the landing gear right there. And then you got the VietjetAir.com. And then the registration right there. And then the VietjetAir.com on the tails right there. I was thinking about, you know, going back to the US and making a video But I can always make a whole separate video comparing this to the Gemini jets and the Darren A320s that I have. So if you guys want to see that video, let me know down in the comments below. But other than that, let me show y'all the bottom real quick. Not much for the bottom. You just got the stand, obviously the hole where the stand goes. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this very quick review. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And as always, stay tuned for more. Peace.